Uh-huh. Oh, okay. I'm not adding trouble to the deck. In fact, the rate of them showing up should get lower as I add more other things to the deck. And yet... Yeah, okay. Night Manor! Oh. You... No! No! Shut up! No! Come on! No! No! Come on! Holy shit! Okay, let's reset. Ash, please enjoy. This is the first thing that I read in this game after rage quitting Party House. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. Oh, that was a hard cut. All right. How horror is this going to be? That's what I want to know. I probably shouldn't have left the party angry. All right. Okay. I appreciate that. The last time I saw this disclaimer, I was playing The Outer Wilds Echoes of the Eye. And, that experience was a mixed bag for me. Point and click adventure? Are we playing Uninvited right now? Where am I? You mutter as you wake up in a strange room. The last thing you remember is driving your car. And you hit something in the road. Disoriented, you try to make sense of your new surroundings. Oh my god, hard point and click adventure. That looks like a spoon. Simple metal spoon with a flat handle. It appears to be bite marks all over it. That's fine. Empty ceramic bowl. Smells like old dog food. Small and dingy storage rooms have been repurposed as a holding cell. Years of dirt and grime cling to the walls. Okay. Oh! Okay. That's what my other button does. Is that blood or is that poop? You shudder at the realization you were curled up on this ragged mattress just moments ago. Okay. Oxidized metal vent. Closed trapdoor in the ceiling just out of reach. Only windows boarded up from the other side. Sturdy wooden door seems to be the only way out of this room. Single bulb. Flickers as though it could go out at any moment. Take it. Oh. They consider that. Lamp's out of reach. There's no sign of any way to turn it on or off. Vent cover can come off, but you can't seem to get a good enough grip on it with your bare hands to pry it off. Oh, okay. Multiple use items. Fold a piece of paper and the hairpin holding it together. What is that? Okay. Well, let's see what we're in for. Let's see what we're in for. You stick the hairpin into the lock and wiggle it around, and that's how lockpicking works. Hallway stretches out before you with a staircase at the end. Pale moonlight shines in from a door to your left. So there's two different types of games that I am familiar with, but don't generally fuck with. Point-and-click adventure games and horror games. But you know what, UFO 50? I trust. Spacious living room might have been a cozy place to relax if you had come to this house on better terms. What is on the table? That's what I said. Journal entry 1. Hopefully it's more insightful than the last entry. Oh, yeah, it is quite. My therapist suggested that I keep a journal to write down anything that causes me stress, whether it's minor annoyance or a major one. What about things that are not annoyances? She said it would be an excellent tool to identify and manage daily stressors. She also sent me home with a tea that is said to promote relaxation. What do I have to lose? So here's my first journal entry. That is well written and seems natural. Inside the fireplace is a football-shaped object wrapped in cloth and tied tightly together with cord. I mean, I would not call a head football-shaped, except for certain animated characters, but a wrapped head in cloth would be, like, you know, bigger in the middle and, like, skinnier at the end. So, let's take it. Too big and heavy to be carried around. Okay. I didn't want it anyway. Large television encased in a sturdy wooden... Oh! A sturdy... Well, it is the 80s. Old frame photographs hang on the wall. That still kind of gets me a little bit. Look at this 80s-ass family. Portrait of a couple and their children. They seem happy. Despite your efforts, nothing happens. Take the matches. Maybe on the fireplace? Try to light the object in the fireplace. Flame just goes out. There's a way to make it more flammable. Thick layer of vines. Push it up against the other side of the sliding glass door. Pale moonlight. Large painting of a landscape. foyer in there. Okay. Oh. Oh, this looks Clock Tower as hell, and I've not even played Clock Tower. Also, notable railing broken on the right. No, you know, fair. At least after this, I'm gonna have something to bitch about other than onion delivery. Like, speaking of games, it's like, it's not that it's bad. It's just not for me. But I think if someone likes this type of game, it's probably really great. Yeah, compared to this, Onion Delivery is my favorite game of all time. The ceiling of this expansive foyer reaches all the way up to the second floor of the house, with twin staircases leading there. Antique grandfather clock stands frozen in time. There's a small hole in the face of the clock. Wait, there is? Okay. Maybe you have to wind it. Bench and an end table with a small plant. Rubble. Door is completely jammed with bags of garbage and broken furniture. The smell is terrible. Second floor of the upper landing is incredibly dark. It seems impossible to see anything on the second floor. What if I use matches? What if I use matches on the trash? What if I just burn this whole fucking house down? Oh, okay. I thought I would have come from the other way. A fine wooden table surrounded by 6 chairs at the center of this lavish dining room. More journal entries? 4? Should I read the... I should probably read these out of order. They're probably not meant to be in order. Today I was in the sunroom enjoying a couple of that... Okay, so... I don't fuck with point and clicks just because I don't find them particularly engaging or exciting. Not because I, like, dislike them. I think they can actually be quite cool. But it's not something that I have a lot of fun playing myself. Whereas horror, I actively avoid because I dislike it. So, we're just gonna see how this does. Today, I was in the sunroom enjoying a cup of that tea. It has a unique musky aroma that's really starting to grow on me. Okay, well, there's mushrooms everywhere. Sadly, my piece ended when I noticed that the kids had gotten handprints all over the glass. We can only afford to have the housekeeper here once a week now, so I guess I'm the one who's stuck with cleaning it up. That does seem like a minor annoyance that you're dealing well with. You know, if one of the main features of this game is a big fungus mushroom monster, then at least I will feel justified about my feelings about mushrooms. This candelabra features 3 stems, each holding a dusty white candle that has never been lit. Until today! Oh. How pleasant. What appears to be modern art is faintly visible through the darkness. Yes, modern art. An intricate ornamental egg sits among the fine dinnerware behind the thick glass of this fancy wooden china cabinet. And you wouldn't mention it unless I was supposed to get it at some point for some reason. decorative houseplant that died some time ago. It still looks nice, though. The leaves that remain clung to it are dry and brittle. That doesn't appear to be the case. That one's fake. Take it. Okay, no, it is fake, though. Dead leaves fall to the ground the moment you touch the plant, and you search through the plant, reveals nothing. Dry, dead leaves can be used as kindling in the fireplace, though. Remember there's that whole thing where it's like something to make it more flammable? That could be that. Oh. Oh, this is gonna get uncomfortable. As you step into the kitchen, the first thing you notice is the foul smell, but then you notice there's someone else here with you. Alright. Okay. Goodbye, then. Okay. The end. I feel good about that decision. This is not more safe. This simple tile floor bathroom is fairly clean despite the cloying smell of mildew hanging in the air. Slimy black sludge clings to the inside of this otherwise ordinary toilet. I mean, honestly, that's just more mildew. Sink is nearly overflowing. Well, it's dripping, so it is technically overflowing, with putrid brown water. The mirror on the front of this medicine cabinet betrays your tired reflection. So we do have a reflection. Important. Rules a couple of things out. Unless it doesn't. We have tweezers. Yeah. Ha! Okay, it is kind of fun to hear more sound effect reusage. You pull the shower curtain away to reveal a shocking sight. I'm surprised it's taken this long. Oh yeah, no, let's look at it closer though. Mummified corpse in the tub is encrusted with mold and fungi. Yeah, I'm seeing a pattern there. Oh, mummified corpse in the tub is encrusted with something on its hand. Something on its hand draped over the rim catches your eye. It's an ornate insignia ring on the mummy's finger. Let's try to get it with the tweezers. The edge of the tweezers keeps slipping off the hand of the mummy. It's hard to find a good angle. Find it anyway! I'm not touching that thing with my bare hands. Burn it! Not just because it's scary, but because that would actually be a good, if somewhat primitive way of preventing the spread of infection. Which, given what I know of mushrooms and fungi, almost definitely already too late for that. We're just breathing it all in at this point. Alright, what could possibly go wrong? Alright, as you might, you have no success in removing the ring that's seemingly fused to the corpse's finger. Do we just have to take the whole finger? You gag at the thought of touching the corpse. Accurate. Yeah, honestly, I mean, it's way too early to say. Yeah, something must be blocking it from the other side. It's way too early to say, but, I mean, agreed so far, like, this is a pretty standard point-and-click adventure. And the number of games that, like, pretty squarely stick to a genre rather than, you know, throwing some kind of twist into it somewhere, that's rare. So I do find myself wondering if we've seen what we're gonna see and it's just gonna get creepier and I'm gonna get jump scared a few times, or, you know, if we're gonna hit the platforming section of the game. Is it uninvited until it becomes Clock Tower? The bedroom appears to have common amenities, but nothing too specific, indicating that it is possibly a guest room. That's a good observation, actually. Journal entry 2, there we go. Things have been tense with Cheryl ever since losing my job with the firm. I had to calmly explain to her that our financial situation is not in jeopardy, and that she can continue working on her fashion design projects without having to worry about anything. Still pretty irritated, so I think I'm gonna try a cup of that relaxation tea now. Bro, I'm gonna need the name of that therapist. I would like to know if they're licensed. Open the standing closet. A single hook is hanging on the otherwise empty rack, and it looks way too big for a coat hanger. That's a meat hook. Open the drawer and notice various reading materials. Among them is a page that looks like it was torn out of a journal. 5. Interesting. I spent the past few days sick in bed with some kind of flu. Headache, nausea, etc. Today I was finally able to hold down some solid food. Funnily enough, my symptoms seemed to disappear the moment I had some of the tea my therapist gave me. She didn't mention anything about it being a flu cure, but I'd like to believe that it helped. That's called withdrawal. Buried among the towels and clothing in the drawer, you find some batteries that might come in handy. Batteries will always come in handy. Jewelry box is locked. Windows won't budge. Those ones neither. Landscapes. Moonlight. You get uneasy looking at your reflection, which seems to distort your features in the low light of the room. No, that's probably real. Simple wastebasket that's full of crumpled up tissue soiled with who knows what. Let's find out what. Sorting through the trash yields nothing interesting, and now your hands feel sticky. Well, I guess we found out what it was. Alright. That seems like enough. Lock gate at the top of the stairs, blocking the way. You have trouble working the latch from this side. It's been a pretty easy time just kind of looking around and grabbing things and exploring and everything. I do worry about what happens once risk and danger is added to the equation. Like, if this game is going to ask me to... I am trying to, like, actively bring my, like, heart rate and therefore reaction time down. And to, you know, so that I can kind of, like, be chill when, you know, the shoes start to drop. What that is probably going to result in is something killing me brutally because of me just not being in a place to react rapidly. All right, let's go talk to dude. Oh, right. It's a nice touch that the there's a knife there. I should go for it first. Yeah. Okay. Oh. What is it time for? Okay. So, oh. Yeah, alright. Shriek. Okay. So, we found our first, hey, what's different about this? And that is, at moments of tension and fear, your cursor is shaky. Intense pain. What did you do to deserve such a horrible end? And then you wake up in a cold sweat. It was just a nightmare, and I still have all my shit. That could have been worse. Oh. Like, I was thinking that. I got the knife. The refrigerator is filled with cans of dog food and rotting meat. Close the door before the smell can reach your nose. Journal entry 7. Yeah, I'm very curious about whether that was an intentional sequence or whether there was a way out of it. And also, did I just lose a cherry because I don't want to play this twice. Today I was outside enjoying my tea when one of the landscapers bumped into my cup and spilled it on the ground. To my surprise, Baxter ran over and started licking up the puddle immediately. Instead of being mad, I just laughed. Who knew dogs liked tea? Ah, damn. Freezer's contents are sealed in a block of solid ice. House is already quite cold, so you shut the door. Through the cabinets reveals common dinnerware, including plates, cups, and glasses. Nothing in particular looks useful. How would glasses not be useful? I mean, I guess I have a bowl, but like, how many of these damn games require you to have something to hold a liquid? Look through, yeah, same. Dishwasher is empty. Crusty silverware. It's an empty jar of Moldoc tea. It smells pungent. You decided to leave it there. My mind is like spinning right now trying to figure out if that's a reference to another game. I assume it's the tea mushrooms. Or the mushroom tea. Whatever the hell it is. You open the kitchen sink cabinet to find various cleaning supplies, including a large bottle of drain cleaner. You take that. That one's useful. Oh. Bathroom sink, maybe? Sinks knobs and hear the sound of pipes banging, but no water comes out. It's a nice touch. Oh, you can go outside? Then go over the fucking hedge and leave! What are we doing? The smell of chlorine hangs faintly in the cool, wet air as the sound of crickets drone throughout the night. What is that? A greenish hump. I mean, well... I was hoping for more detail than that, but sure. What if I bring it to me with a hook? Hook would be ideal for grabbing the floating object, but it's not nearly long enough to reach it on its own. You know, at least you acknowledge it. And I don't really have anything else to... Give him the stick! 4 stone lion statues, modeled with moss and lichen, stand like sentinels in front of a dark, foreboding gate of oxidized copper. Is there anything different about them? Lion statue with mouth agape as if waiting to be fed. On the base of it is inscribed, "The red hot sun will warm the day." Oh yeah, they're different. This is a riddle. Okay. Spring green feels the children play. Yellow leaves begin to fall. The white wind comes to take them all. All right, couple of things going on here. Each of them mention a color and make direct reference to seasons. And also, like, events tied to those seasons. In the still of the night. I don't know the next lyric, but that is a lyric. Small critters can be heard rustling through the overgrown grass of this unkempt backyard. This old bulkhead door is weathered, but still sturdy enough to keep you out. Rusty old lawnmower sits half buried in the overgrown grass, ironically. Small wooden shed with a single door sits separately from the house. The small dirty windows don't afford a view of the inside. Basic wooden door with a tarnished copper lock. Burn it. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, that's back the way I came. Okay. That's not always entirely clear. So then what the hell's behind me? Oh. The side area of the house is comparatively smaller than the backyard and looks like it was once used as a flower garden. Garden hasn't been maintained in a while, and the shrubbery has reverted to a more wild and chaotic state. Cherry tree looks like it hasn't been tended to in a long time. The few fruits growing on it looked mealy and rotten. The ground here is bare in contrast to the thick grass that covers the rest of the lawn. I'm sure that's a coincidence. A thick overgrowth of vines covers the glass walls of the sunroom from the inside, obscuring your view of the interior. I keep seeing the map at the bottom and I don't know how to use it. Something large and wrapped in cloth is hanging from the balcony above. Can I reach it? Can I reach it with the hook? Oh, fuck! Okay, now I understand. The good news is that I am no longer afraid of... well, no, I actually am still kind of afraid that getting killed by him may have ruined the cherry clear. But that would be unusually rude for this, for UFO 50. Mal, context, we ran into him earlier, and he just popped in from out of fucking nowhere, which means that, he's fucking Nemesis now. This is the fucking clock tower scissor man. That's the energy. He's just gonna show the fuck up now while I'm doing other things. Masked figure suddenly appears right in front of you, begin quaking in fear in his terrifying presence. I'm gonna run. Large imposing house stands before you almost defiantly. You love nothing more than to leave its vicinity. Can I go? Okay. Right, so we need to run. Run. I don't want to use the drain cleaner. Okay, so we're gonna die. Because I literally don't know how to get out of here. Okay. Well, the nice thing is that when they just pull all, like, efficacy away from me, and they don't give me, like, a clear option of what to do, I actually become less scared. Because then it's like, oh, okay, well, this is just happening now. Like, the acceptance sits in. Because the fear comes from the anxiety of wanting the thing to not happen, right? But then once it becomes, like, acceptance of, like, okay, well, just kill me. And also you know that the stakes aren't that high, then it's like, I don't care anymore. Alright. Empty the contents of the drain cleaner into the sink. Moments later, the foul water is sucked down the drain. Try to take the shiny object out of the drain, but your fingers are too big to fit it. Well, then that's what I have tweezers for. You adroitly pluck a silver key from the drain, but lose the tweezers down the drain in the process. Good! I love losing items in these games, because it means I don't have to think about what they do anymore. Copper lock, yeah? Actually, can I go through here? Yeah, this dusty garage is a bouquet of mildew and motor oil, a single light bulb, cast room, and a yellow glow. Another single light bulb, huh? Large metal box that has turned brown from oxidation sits here. It's covered in rust and dust, and that's all. I'd love a flashlight. And a oil can? Yeah, alright. The oil dissolves the rust and the box springs open. It's not really how that works, I think, but okay. Inside the box is a red gas can and a crowbar. You take both. Hey! Now, a crowbar? That feels... It feels like we could do something with that. This is the mechanism that opens and closes the garage door. It's broken. Hell yeah, duct tape. Let's fucking go. And journal entry. I hope that the cherry condition is just to collect all the journal entries. And not to not get killed. Because, fuck. That's not fun. Baxter's been vomiting to the point of dry heaving all day. He won't eat or drink anything. The kids are very upset, and Cheryl won't stop blaming me because she thinks it was my tea that made him sick. Unbelievable. Unfortunately, our personal vet is out of town and all others are closed, which is a crazy coincidence, so we'll have to wait until tomorrow morning. I can't believe that bitch Cheryl thinks that it's my tea that made the dog sick just because he drank it and immediately started throwing up. I'm checking. August 15th? August 6th. Literally the next day. One day apart. How dare she think it could be the tea that he wasn't supposed to have and drank on his own yesterday? Fuck that bitch. This key doesn't fit in the tarnished copper lock on the shed's door. Oh, they did say specifically this was a silver key. So maybe it goes in a silver lock. Okay. Wait, what? You pick a cherry from the tree and notice that it's completely covered in mold. You quickly discard it. Ah, shit. Oh, okay, yeah. Plants that once decorated this sunroom have grown to cover almost every interior surface. The array of vegetation is overwhelming. And there's a journal entry. So how many of these do we have to pick up before one of them just straight up says itchy tasty? Baxter didn't make it. I just finished burying him under the cherry tree! His favorite spot to sleep. Charlie and Becky are beside themselves with sadness. God damn it! That's somehow fucking Saturn. Oh, shit! Now's not the fucking time! I was having a goddamn moment! Okay, well, that worked. I bonked him with the crowbar. That actually worked. Oh. Okay, so there is a thing. After what feels like an eternity, you hear them turn around and leave. Despite your fear, you survived. Now can I mourn the dog? Christ. I didn't know that dog, but I know he didn't deserve that shit. What is this? Large metal container of some sort, completely covered in vines. Cut the vines. You can't find a good angle with the knife to cut through the vine. Any angle! Maybe the hook. Can you use the hook? That's bullshit. Either of those should have worked. Kill it with fire. These are the worst matches ever. Is there anything else on the table? Patio chair, glass surface, cracked in two. Now isn't the time. No. Alright, well, despite having a bunch of ways to deal with that problem, apparently I don't have any ways to deal with that problem. Rip in peace, Baxter. Hey, what's that? Seems to be a sort of latch inside the hexagonal opening of this plaque, but you can't seem to manipulate it. Yeah, I don't see anything working there, really. Yeah, I saw a lot of this stuff before when, you know, I was being stabbed. Tall, ivy-covered walls and a large iron gate stand between you and the dark woods beyond. Oh. Damn, I didn't think that would even be a thing. Pull the crowbar, pull the boards off with the crowbar. Jam the flat end of the crowbar behind a board, pop it off easily. The rest of them soon follow. Sick. Oh, okay. You know what? Shortcuts. That works for me. Good shit. Where is the fireplace? I want the fireplace. Yeah, okay. So let's pour gas. There we go. Now we can start a goddamn fire. I don't think that you should, burn things in your fireplace with fucking kerosene, but I don't know. When Jesse and I bought this house, we specifically looked for a place that didn't have a fireplace so we wouldn't have to worry about that. Alright, what's in the pile of ash? A brilliant red gemstone! It goes in the thing in the front. We solved a puzzle. Do we still have matches? No, we do not. Nor do we have gas, so I can stop trying to set everything I see on fire. This is a good thing. Alright, my dude, it's time to harvest that finger. It's worth a shot. Pry it off of him! Can we scoop the black sludge with the spoon? You never know when you need some weird black sludge. Okay, there is one thing I can think to do, and that is... just take the flashlight and go upstairs. You use the flashlight in the darkness, but nothing happens. Are you fucking serious? Isn't that kind of the point of a flashlight? We put the batteries in the flashlight and then try turning it on, and then... okay. No, okay. We just needed the batteries. Okay. There we go. Okay. Chases away the darkness, revealing a central archway and two wooden doors on the second floor. This fucking game better not ask me to go find more batteries. Appears the railing in front of this door has been broken forcibly, and the door itself is bad. Let's go there. That seems... Oh, no. This cozy lounge is decorated with trophies. It might be a nice place to relax under different circumstances. Oh. Oh, I hate that. Oh, I do not like that at all. That's effective. That's really smart. Fuck them. Hey, journal page. One of the landscapers showed me something unusual today. He pointed out a patch of strange tendrils that were growing up from the ground where I buried Baxter 2 weeks ago. I have no idea what they were, but I noticed a pungent and familiar smell. It smelled a lot like my tea. Or at least that's something that my wife would have said. Press some buttons on the jukebox. For some reason... That slightly upset me. Turning on the TV briefly illuminates the room with a hissing static screen before the TV flashes with the pop and goes back off. But at least I could see everything once. Alright, we got a pattern. Bonk. Now is not the... What do you mean now is the perfect time to hit a fool with a crowbar? What the fuck? Okay, I don't remember how to get back to where I... Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Right, so anyway... Thank you. It's the TV, isn't it? It's probably the TV. I'm probably doing this to myself. Hit him with the pool cue. Alright, cool. Right, so anyway... Can we have a goddamn moment to look at this room, please? Man has a wide grin in this hunting photo. You're feeling particularly empathetic toward the deer at this moment. Yeah, I know, right? Trophies. Might be a nice place to relax. 12-point buck trophy adds a rustic touch to the room and tells you everything you need to know about its owner. Various trophies and awards are on display here on the shelf. The years have tarnished their luster. Dirty wooden boards are nailed across the window, preventing any moonlight from getting in. Let's crowbar them. Remarkably secure. Okay. It's not really the time for games. Yeah, you say that, but sometimes there's a goddamn pool table and the fucking... You have to play a game of pool to get the shiny jewel that fits in the inset to open the door in the... Yeah, fuck survival horror. I'm sorry. I'm just stressed. Ornate gold handle. I mean, I'll try the silver key, but I think I understand how this works. Yeah, silver key doesn't fit into the gold lock. Understood. I tried to use the knife on him, and I believe the game said now is not the time for that. But maybe I'm thinking of something else. Posters of small identical beds indicate that this is a bedroom for 2 young children. And by is, we mean was. Try to open the music box, which is held shut by someone locking mechanism. You'll notice a small hole inside of the music box. Yeah, nothing really works there that I can see. Journal. 13. Okay, we're skipping some steps. Worst fight with my wife in a long time. Yesterday, the kids were playing in the yard where the dog was buried. Today, they are very sick. Wife blames me, saying I should have taken care of the stuff that was growing under the tree and that it made them sick. The tea will help them, so I will make some for them to drink. Literally, the tea was suspicious from, like, moment 1. Posters, small identical bit. Yeah, okay. Once colorful posters depicting various animals and dinosaurs now appear somber and muted in this dark room. Peering inside the dollhouse, you can see what looks like writing on one of the walls, but it's too small to read. Chaos, you know as well as I do that the pool balls could have just been out of reach. Like, they feed out underneath. It could have just been on the side. Just because you can't see them doesn't mean they're not there. Like the guy who's gonna jump scare me in a few minutes. The layout of this hallway is similar to the one on the first floor, except for the total darkness. You'd best watch your step. Oh, this is too many fucking rooms. Alright. Is this one I came from? Oh, wait. Knob doesn't turn and there's no keyhole. Does not open from this side. God, that's ominous as hell. There's an eeriness about the pitch black playroom. Once a place of merriment, as evidenced by the many toys. Hey, there's the icon for this. Creepy doll with black beady eyes and lifelike hair. You can feel something hard inside of it. Oh, good. Let's take it. A huge stuffed bear that's the first thing you see when you enter the room is a tone setter. Stark beady eyes seem fixed on you from the shadows. Cat. Something was drawn on the wall here with a red and blue crayon. It looks like a jumbled mess. No, it doesn't. It looks like arrows. Up, left, up, right, right, up, left. Screen capped. No, Chaos, you misunderstand me. What I am saying is the pool balls could have been at the table and the sprite image of the pool table may not have showed them visible because they just didn't do that. But it would have been within video game logic to click on the pool tables and then the balls just appear. I am not arguing with you about the semantics of like how a pool table is designed or built. Ooh. Alright, so are the kids dead? Kids seem worse. She begs me to take them to the doctor. She is wrong. She is always wrong. I know they'll be fine. I will give them tea. They will get better. This shit right here is how you get anti-vaxxers. Medical attention? No. Just give them this herbal tea and think happy thoughts. The cancer treatment causes autism. What's in the toy box? Toys. Anything else? No. Horse. Gentle push jerks the rocking horse into an erratic motion that winds a rhythmic creak until it eventually stops moving. Either the creepy dude is dead or you are for some reason. And the whole thing about driving home from a party was just wrong. Or you were going home. Right? Like you were going home from the party. Because here's the thing. Like, this guy's struggling with anger and irritation, right? The literal first thing you hear is, I shouldn't have gotten so angry at the party. So straight up, it could be your house, and you could have just been going home. Oh, this sucks. This dark attic seems to have been forgotten in time. Dust covers every inch of the floor, and cobwebs choke the rafters overhead. But that dude will still show up and try to stab you. Ooh. Okay, we are getting them a bit out of order. I like that. I like that. There's no way you could have gotten this one before some of the others. I saw Cheryl sticking one of my pool cues in the pool today. I shouted, honey, that's not how you play pool. Thinking some humor might hide my irritation. Turns out she had attached something to the end of it to fish out a necklace that had dropped in. Just wish she hadn't used one of my expensive cues for that. Understood. I was thinking that when I picked up the pool cue. Attaching the hook to the end of the pool cue seems like a good idea, but you need something to secure it. Duct tape. Wrap a long piece of tape around the hook, leaving part of it hanging free so the hook can be taped to something else. And that's how we deal with that. Now, next thing, stab the doll. Wait, what? Oh, fuck. You know, it did say something hard was inside. Oh, cool. Wind the clock. But also, holy shit. Large wooden chest sits here, but it's locked with an antique bronze padlock. I will never find a silver lock. You know how to play the piano, but maybe don't do that. Pale moonlight shines through the windows, casting dim, somber light through the room. Get an uneasy feeling from this cluster of mannequins standing silently in the darkness, because why the fuck would those be there? Alright, so like 3, 2, 1, right? Like, I'm gonna try not to be surprised, but they're gonna get me. Like, who are we kidding? Watch this be the silver key door, but we have to get to it from the other side. Oh, it's a mobile. Well, it seems to be blocking the front door from the other side. Why? Probably don't want to know. Okay. Good to know. So there's a couple doors that are accessible from the bottom floor. And then there's the middle thing. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Nope. I think I went the long way around to the pool, but whatever, I'll get there. Pull the object closer. Surprisingly heavy. It's a corpse. And there's a copper key. Copper the shed. There we go. This is a good place for us to get attacked. Wrench. Small confines of this wooden shed feel cramped and claustrophobic. Wood dust seems to cover every surface of this type. I hate wood dust. Give me that. Give me this. Operates smoothly. Could be used to hold or crush something. Journal entry 11. No matter how many times we get rid of the tendrils, they keep coming back. It's some sort of fungus, I'm told. A friend gave me a recipe for a treatment that is said to get rid of all manners of mold and fungi by killing it at the root. I typed it into my computer so I wouldn't lose it. You have a computer? Well, they do seem pretty affluent. Hell yeah. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Reluctantly, you poke at the growth and it releases a cloud of dust. You begin choking and feel slightly dizzy. And now we, too, are the mushroom. You can't seem to tear or otherwise open the sack with your bare hands, but what's this? What's this? You notice a slight bulge inside the sack. Okay. Something sharper. Well, I mean, I do have a knife. I don't know if is that sharper than hedge shears? Apparently so. What's shiny in the dirt? It's a bronze key. That is for the attic. Alright. Before we get attacked... No, there's absolutely nothing that makes any sense to put into the... Nothing at all that makes any sense at all to put in the vice. Also, as long as we're here, because I keep forgetting. Wind that shit. What? Bronze key, not brass key. Huh. Okay, that took me off guard. I thought we had that for sure. Alright, to the attic then, I guess. Please don't. Bronze key fits perfectly into the lock and opens it. Inside the chest is a large crossbow? Alright, that escalated quickly! Aluminum key. Where the fuck? No, wait. I wonder that too sometimes. Because the chat shit, like, normally if it's a republished Twitch stream, right? Like, the chat is locked to Twitch, but I put it on screen specifically so that I can preserve it. I've never seen comments that acknowledge it, but I wonder if people who do actually watch restreams, like, see it and react. Of course, I'd actually have to post some of these things on YouTube, or really anything on YouTube. Oh, there we go. Are you... Alright, it does seem like he probably reacts to sound, actually. I mean, I know I can hide in the bush. It's kind of crazy that he hasn't found me here, but... Oh, hey, we're here. Let's defile the dog's grave. Unfortunate. Skeletal remains of what appears to be an... I guess they don't know that... They don't know for sure that you read the journal entries. What the fuck is this? Oh, ants. Is combatants happening right here? That would be funny if that was a reference to that. I haven't played that, but I know it's about ants. Steel key. Alright. Cool. Let's get the fuck out of there. I don't feel good about having dug up the dog, but... frankly, you know, throw it on the list of things I don't feel good about here. So anyway, this is now poignant. Oh, is he showing up, like, significantly, like, more or less often than usual? I only know that it's about ants because I saw the icon on the actual game is like ants. Earlier, when you said I was getting incredible RNG, I thought you were saying that it was bad RNG, but now it sounds like you're saying it's good because he's not hassling me that much. Or possibly because I keep fucking up some of the hiding minigame things, and he's leaving me alone anyway. I mean, yeah, I know. I already read this, so I'm not impressed. Oh. Oh, if it goes in as like an actual inventory thing though, that does make a difference. Yeah, I noticed that, and I figured like maybe I just have to. Well, there could be a couple things going on. It could also be like a difficulty modifier from the fact that he's already killed me twice. What if we just hit it with a fucking wrench? Yo, that rules! Sound. Oh. Whoops. Yeah, fair enough. I mean... Oh, I know what the head clippers are for. What are you talking about? Wrench that shit off. WD-40? The screwdriver. It's like the only thing left. Well, it's worth noting, I haven't found a, Yeah, I noticed that too, that you don't seem to lose anything from dying, which is... Which is part of the reason also why I suspect it might be the cherry clear condition. And if that's the case, I'm going to be very upset, because that might necessitate me having to play this multiple times. But usually, anytime a cherry clear condition has been like, hey, that would be really annoying if I had to do that, the game is short. And this is already not short. Or at least certainly not as short as I want it to be. Hello, Sadie. How are you? I'm scared. What kind of key was this? Steel key. I don't remember where there was a steel lock. The problem is not that it's a point and click. The problem is that it is spooky. Oh. There we go. A rusty hacksaw, huh? Oh. I can probably get that with this, huh? Oh, no, don't look at it. Use it. Tug on the hanging bundle with the hook pole, but it just starts swinging. The rope that is hanging from is tied strong. Robin Hood that shit! Snip it. It's already happened many times where it's like, oh my god, it's a body, that's crazy. So there's no reason why the other things that I tried to use on this didn't work. But the rusty hacksaw sounds like the most horrific way to do it, so that'll be the one. Yeah, of course. Dry leathery flesh with a sickening grate. Because you can't find the right angle with the hedge trimmers. Alright, I know where that goes. This is fine. I'm comfy here. I want to change the sheets, but... Push the ring into the opening and something clicks. The water quickly drains from the fountain and green. All right. That's 2 out of 4 as far as I'm concerned. I still feel like you could do it like, I'm going to do this with my own fingers, which is not comfortable. But like, you could like do it this way, right? And even if not, we had a knife. Like, there were other implements. I'm just saying I could have done it. Yeah, I know what they said. What kind of iron padlock? I have a steel key, an aluminum key, and a silver key. Wait, do I have an aluminum key? Bog him with the shovel. And with the crossbow. You know what? Fair. Then let's just go this way. Not even gonna lie, Chaos. That was the first place my mind went. Which should be a surprise to nobody. Guys, fucking Majima's Pirate Yakuza extravaganza comes out in like 2 damn weeks. Yeah, he just pops up every so often. That's just a thing now. It's ostensibly the same deal as the clock tower scissor guy. Gold. Right. Okay, that's no good either then. Fungoid dude reacts to sounds. God damn it, it's also The Last of Us. Alright, so I'm gonna say... maybe silver key for the jewelry box? Yeah, okay. And a brass key is for the clock. Yeah, no, that does look like a clock key. That's fair. It may not technically be clock tower, but there is a clock. And there might be a tower. There's at least an attic. Alright. Clock chimes briefly, and then we're attacked immediately. There's an unusual grinding sound, followed by a loud snap, and then you get a gear. Reacts to sound. I'm going up here, actually. We hide behind the house plant? Like the one over in the corner? Are you serious? The actual only explanation for this. Can we use the gear as a coin? Okay. It's just as long as we're here, right? Hello, and also a happy Friday to you. I hate this. Give the teddy bear a squeeze just to be sure it's not hiding anything. It's not. That might draw attention. Well done. And also correct. I've kind of settled into the general, like, ominous... You kick the ball and lets out a sad sigh. Well, that's not very hot-foot of you. When a small hatch in the bottom reveals there aren't even batteries in it. Can we take the batteries out of the flashlight? No, that's a terrible idea. Why would we do that? We're literally using the flashlight right now. Literally right now. So we're enough into this now, that I kind of understand the flow of it. As, you know, generalized survival horror goes. And okay. Oh yeah, I went a little long the other night, but yeah, we finished Lords of Disconia on Wednesday night. Cherried it too. I like that one a lot. There's something in here. Oh, right, the garage. I don't think there's really anything for us here. I just said that I'd kind of gotten used to like the general flow of things, and every once in a while I'm gonna get jump scared by Guy, but like I'd kind of settled in a bit, so like the fear was kind of at a reasonable level, and now they're throwing some shit at us. Wait, sound. Get the fuck out of here. Things are happening and sounds are being made, and I need to not be near the sounds because he definitely reacts to sound. But yeah, Disconia was one of those ones where like it just kind of clicked with me. So I went through and did the gold clear, and then just went through and did the 3 streak and got the cherry as well. Which is not so much me trying to humble brag as it is me saying that I liked that game, so I wanted to play it that much. Well, fuck. Oh. You know what? That's actually my bad. I should have knocked. Yeah, you know what? Maybe cornering myself wasn't the best choice. Behind the curtains? These are the worst hiding places. Uh-oh. Yeah, fair. Must have given myself away. Probably fucking up all the QTEs. Well, realistically, we're like 3 rooms away, so I don't... Honestly, it would have been quicker to just run, or to just let him kill me in the first place, I mean. Alright, still have the hacksaw, that's interesting. Oh, yeah. Let's go back to the... the hallway. Locked gate at the top of the stairs, blocking the way. You're having trouble working the latch from this side. But is that... I thought those might be the same side, but they can't be the same side. So this is the point of point-and-click adventure games where I start losing interest a bit, because it becomes a game of like, oh, what is the thing I forgot to tap on? It's typically not a question of like figuring out what thing goes in what place, because figuring out the puzzle of like, oh, what thing goes where is fun. I do like that. But when it's like, oh, I forgot to look at a thing in a room somewhere, and I have to go look at that thing or find which thing was interactable that I didn't realize was, or that I didn't look at. That's when I start getting iffy. I didn't even... Open door, see what looks like the charred remains of a turkey. At least you hope that's what it is. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think to check the oven earlier. Well, at the very least, as long as I'm here. Yeah. Can we just go ahead and... Yeah, alright. I think green was this one. Yep. Alright, those are at least out of my inventory, so I don't have to scroll through them anymore. I'll give it a pass for not ripping down the curtains, because, like... Disassemble the lawnmower. No way! For what? Hit him with a motor. Oh, let's try to stab him. He said nah. Yeah, that's fair. Hey, yeah, what was in this room? Oh, yeah. I bet that's where his computer is that has all the stuff about killing the fungus. What the fuck do we need a motor for? Yeah, I think that if I am understanding what is going on with this design, I think it's actually quite smart. Because the more time you spend going room by room in a game that is supposed to be creeping you out, the more accustomed you become to it, and so it's not really that spooky anymore. So it seems like to alleviate that, or to circumvent that, they're having minor changes occur as you go through the game. Shit falling off the walls, lights turning on, things moving in places where you didn't expect. Shit like that seems to be happening more often just to keep you on your toes. I'm not sure if any of it means anything yet. Like if you can do anything. My current working theory is it's just to creep you out. But if that is what it is, that's really damn smart. Oh, fuck yeah! Put the Fabergé egg in a fucking vice. Yeah! Let's go! Now let's leave, because he definitely heard that. Yeah, I like that too, honestly. I think that's, like, if I'm right in that that is what is happening there, I think that's very smart design. And exactly the type of thing that is typical for UFO 50, where, like, it is a game that, for all intents and purposes, could have come out in the 80s, but there are design quirks and little things like that that are added to it to kind of fix some problems with those games that makes them stale or repetitive or unfun. New room. Judging by the size of the spacious room and the furniture within, this must be none other than the master bedroom. That's fucking ominous. Let's grab this journal entry 12. What do we got? This weekend, I randomly started breaking out in hives. There are itchy, tasty bumps all over my arms and face. Put some allergy cream on my skin, and it seems to have helped a little. I'm surprised you didn't rub tea on yourself. Pick up the bottle of cologne and take a whiff, recoiling at its overbearing scent. Yak, you set it back on the dresser. It's not rotten, or molded, or fungusy, or anything like that. It's just from fucking American Eagle. No, that's not what I meant to say. Abercrombie. That's the word. There's a bulge in the bed, and I don't like that. Let's do it. Fucking hell. Yes, I know it goes back to the lounge. Go to it. Motherfucker. Alright, let's go back to the spot. I'm sorry that you laid the fucking map out confusingly. What's under the blanket? It's a mannequin. That's maybe worse. Hello, friend. Find yourself wishing you could talk to the mannequin that lies silently in the bed. That's... Chair is pushed up against the door, blocking it from this side. Oh, right. And I find clothing, underwear, and private but otherwise unremarkable items. What's on the bookshelf? Nothing. What's in the closet? Nothing. What's out the door? Oh. Oh, there's a balcony. Shit. There's no fucking way this journal entry survives here. 16. That's okay. That's a new threshold. Okay, I'm increasingly starting to believe that the Cherry Clear has to be finding all the journal entries. Oh, here we go. Here comes the itchy tasty. It always screaming. Noise, noise. Keep it in room with doors locked to stop me from here. It. Now it not feel well too. I make tea for it. It must drink tea. So I mentioned this like 5 minutes into the game. Can we get the accreditation for this fucking therapist who was like, hey, you're really stressed out and highly irritable. Have some tea. Expensive looking cigar that has been partially smoked. Its tobacco is still fresh enough to emit a sweet fragrance. Take it. Also, there were eyes that opened and looked at me over here, but we're just gonna say that's okay. Head shear the rope. Too thick. Are head shears not like... Hacksaw? Okay, so the hacksaw cuts things that other... Hacksaw cuts what Nintendo don't. And can we, like... We have opened a Dark Souls shortcut. Oh shit, that was a Dark Souls shortcut. But not in the way that I thought. Oh fuck, I'm gonna need these later, aren't I? Accurate. Yeah, this will be fine. The bundle that once hung from the balcony now lays on the ground. It's wrapped in thick cloth and bound tightly with rope. Cut it again. Hacksaw isn't doing much to cut the bundle. How do you determine what does and does not do a good job of cutting the bundle open? Is it just the knife again? It's just the knife again, isn't it? Yeah, of course it is. It's a corpse. It's a Yellowstone. There are fucking so many keys and doors that I've not opened and shit. Okay, it turns out I have one key, but I also have a gear, and I don't know what that's about either. Actually, Sadie. Actually. That's a lion. Got him. What the fuck? I thought for sure. Hey, buddy. Where the fuck is the... How did I get here? is an ideal place to get some work done. Maybe not an ideal time to get some work done. Is this what when I cleared the chair out from in front of the door? Is this what I was? It is a nice study. You're not wrong. Hey, buddy. Are we dead now? Are we cooked? Uh-huh. And we're dead. And it's all because I can't navigate this goddamn house. Yeah, it turns out there were just 2 rooms in that. I went out here to the balcony. I didn't actually go into either of these rooms because I went down the ladder. Okay, so study. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff. All right, good. Journal entry 6. Good, it was bothering me we didn't have that one. Can I organize these? I would like to organize these. I am bothered by their order. Cheryl and I got into an argument over the kids drawing on the walls in their playroom. They think they're just expressing their creativity. But who will have to repaint the walls? Me? And it was me that Becky came crying to because Charlie scribbled over something important that she wrote on the wall. Aren't kids great? This guy sounds like an asshole. Which I guess, you know, at least he was going to therapy for it. But then his therapist gave him some sort of, like, fungus tea, so now here we are. Hello, Goldbook. Okay, no, that makes sense, but I was actually kind of hoping it was just a book with information in it. Apart from some blood and broken glass, his bathroom looks clean and untouched. Oh yeah, just like, you know, aside from the corpse in the middle of the living room, the house looks really great. Bottle of peroxide? I'll take a bottle of peroxide. I could really probably use to, like, you know, dress some wounds and shit. You feel filthy, but the idea of showering here doesn't appeal to you because you watched that one Hitchcock movie. God damn it! In 3, 2, 1. I get that it's said compared to the rest of the house. I do understand. But that's still a pretty significant... I'm like a fucking squirrel. This is a horror game. The protagonist is not allowed to be smart. They're either an idiot, secretly the antagonist, or both. In this case, I think it's both. I know, I'm sorry I wasted water. This is not helpful. Oh, this is definitely me. Oh no, it's coming together. The way that's written is very deliberate. Bruh. Inside the cabinet, you find a stack of old computer games by LX Systems. They seem fun, but this is no time for games. So, I've noticed this. There's two different messages that you get when you like, get away from the, fungus monster man. And they both have something to do with your fear, or, like, regaining your composure or your fear subsiding. So I'm gonna say that the creepy mushroom man is a manifestation of your own inner demons. I know exactly where this password is. There was something in here that was too small to read. We now have a magnifying glass. That's fucking stupid. That's a terrible password, but it is the 80s, so password security was not really a thing yet. Don't stab me while I'm doing this. You're familiar with its interface because of a computer class you once took, and also because you're old as fuck. Oh, and now you have to use it too. Rad. Okay, so what if I use the computer? What if I use the computer while wearing the 3D glasses? Okay, well, fucking then into the trash then. I am familiar with the interface if you would let me actually use it. Peroxide, tea tree oil, and tobacco leaf. Pour over any fungus to kill it. Tea tree oil. I have 2 of those things. Probably a better way of mixing these 2 ingredients. I was just gonna put the cigar into the bottle. That's mixed. Are the motor and the gear for oh. Right, we have a bowl. Well, this is oil. Oh. I wouldn't think that an industrial lubricant was made from tea tree oil, but yeah. Simpsons making an awful lot of beeping. So, we gonna do this, or we gonna be okay? Looks like a very comfortable chair to sit and read a book in. There's nothing there. Alright, we found the peroxide here. There's an X trash into the surface of this large vanity mirror. Can't do anything with it. Knobs squeak. How loudly do they squeak, though? Asking for a friend. The friend may be here to ask himself in a moment. You don't have to go right now. But for some reason, I continue flushing the toilet anyway. Fucking no, goddammit. I'm gonna be done with this shit as soon as I possibly can. I didn't enjoy that, and now I am leaving. Ah, fuck. I'm doing that thing again where I make an unnecessarily, like... back. Up. To the side. Well, that's the only other X that I was aware of, so... Unless... Literally, why would it be that? Nothing stands out at the moment. Oh, nice. We got a journal page. Can't believe I didn't check that before. They did not make it. Oh, God, they didn't make it. Yeah, that follows up the thing with, like, the kids are getting worse and my wife is a bitch. So the big question now is, am I looking for a bottle or vial or some sort of container of tea tree oil? Or am I looking for a tree? I haven't seen Aftershave. Only, oh my god. Only, only peroxide. I am so bad at navigating this map. That's a cherry tree. It's not quite what we're looking for. What's in here? What are you? Yeah, the aroma of vegetation is overwhelming. That's what I need right now. Fuck. Are you a tea tree? No. Are you? Plant seems to be doing well for herself, if only by the virtue of being outside. But what manner of plant are you? I don't know what the fuck tea tree oil is or how to find it. You have an idea? I'll take ideas. I am at the point in the game where I'm just kind of like aimlessly running from room to room, seeing if something catches my eye, which is my least favorite part of a point and click, so that still bothers me. Oh. That's a possibility, although this game has been pretty consistent with the pattern of if something is usable, you can pick it up. Good thought, though. Good thought. I like where you're going with that. Yay, taxidermy. I mean, the question remains, am I looking for... I swear if he's still... Okay. Something up with the painting in the bedroom. Which, the master bedroom? There's something up with the painting in the living room in the sense that you can look at it. Oh, well, that's slightly different. I am glad we looked at this. For this was not like this previously. Big Sweet Home energy on that shit. Oh, shit. You know, most people probably would have noticed that the painting was sideways, but not I. Another reason that I don't jive very well with point-and-click games, because it requires a level of observation that I'm often not willing to give it. Save is locked tight. Would this be... Okay, it wouldn't make sense for that to have worked, but... Alright, well now we have discovered that there is a safe, so presumably we need numbers now. Which is good to know, but unfortunately doesn't technically get us any closer. And the kid's drawing is this, and we have not used it, but that's what I just tried to use. It said something about being able to use a latch from this side, so I didn't know. Can I go out this way? No. I already checked in here. I might check the shed again. Or that. Oh. Well, it's just another path now. Which is great, because I was definitely having an easy time remembering all the paths already. But it will be helpful to have another one. Yeah, we got a few of those so far. Including one that literally requires you to drop a ladder. Oh, hey there, love. Thanks for being here. I'm spooked out. Cat. I don't want, like, super specific direct guidance to get me through, like, the rest of all of this. But in moments like this, where we're kind of just spinning our wheels, you could at least, like, maybe send me to the... I wouldn't mind if someone wanted to tell me, like, what room I'm supposed to go to. And see if I can figure things out from there. I think this is not correct, but... Okay. Because I still have that steel key, and I do not remember where there's a steel lock, or if I've even seen one at all. I doubt it. The locks have had a very consistent method. Yeah. There's a very consistent method of how the keys work. They're all like a material. Bronze lock, bronze key. Silver lock, silver key. Gold lock, gold key. Steel, brass, iron. That one I believe is iron. Well, as long as we're here. Shit, there might have been a rusty key and a rusty lock, actually. I'm not even sure that's a joke. Argument's sake, this does kind of look like a car key. Fuck off. Well, it says the trunk of the car appears to be locked tight. Unless it ain't. Alright, fine. You know, it had been a minute, so he kind of got me. I let my guard down. Alright, I'm gonna go. I also jumped. It's fine. Oh, the cursor shakes really bad when he's around. It becomes very hard to control. Thank you, Mal. That is legitimately nice to be able to rule out. That's one of those things where it's like, oh, I wasn't thinking that, but oh god. How we doing, painting? Still ain't great. God damn it. I gotta stop coming into this bathroom. There's nothing obvious in here either. You know, the mannequin has done nothing to deserve that. I was just gonna, like, pull it aside. So I've got two working theories. The one that I think is more likely is that the, God damn it. Oh, sorry. The wrong order. Wait, no. That was too far. Fungicide on the fungus door. Why? Alright, I guess we're not ready for that yet. I was thinking the bad guy. I was not thinking the bathroom corpse. That's an interesting idea. Nah. By all accounts, there's no reason it shouldn't work. But again, the problem with these types of games, the solution that you come up with that should work is not necessarily the solution that the developer had in mind, so therefore it doesn't work. And that's true even of games in this genre that I really like. Like, I've played all the goddamn Phoenix Wright games. And I do like those. But those are also frustrating as hell. With, like, okay, yes, there's no reason that should work, but... Or there's no reason that shouldn't work, but it's not gonna work because you have to work up to it. We're not there yet. Well, you know what, though? If it is the bad guy, I do know how to make him show up. Sploosh! He is uninterested in the fungicide. What? Now is not a good time to read. Tell him it's tea. I honestly feel like that probably was the locked door that I just somehow accidentally unlocked. So I guess it's somewhat true to form to horror fiction that running from the big spook somehow gets you to some random new place that you didn't know how to get, that you don't know how you got there. I was like, I don't know, I was just running from him. What is this place? You know, there's like fungus shit in the back here. Maybe this is a thing. So this is one of the more infuriating things. I have a thing that kills fungus, and there's fungus all the fuck over this whole game. But it's just like, no, not that one. Wrong fungus, idiot. I'm gonna try using it on the door again. Because this is like the thing. We just have to like... Well, let's try this. No, that's apparently a different thing. Oh, unless you were talking about this locked door. What? Yeah, okay. Yeah, at least the bathroom. Okay. I didn't even see that there was a down arrow to get out of there. That's silly of me. The glass door of this walk-in shower is broken and a dried, bloody handprint is smeared on its surface. But again, aside from that, like, compared to the rest of the house, it's actually pretty nice. Something fuck it. Screwdriver. Crowbar. Oh, shit. Can we... Number is 229-8. I've written in a permanent marker. You make a note of this. And then you leave. Hello! Hi! 1 moment, please. I am trying not to get stabbed. I got stabbed. Hi, Flinton Raiders. Welcome to UFO 50. Welcome to Night Manor, where I get stabbed. Fitty for Fitty! Hey, I like that. That's a good time to hit 50. Anyway, we're dead. Honestly, I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad. I can't blame him a bit. Alright, the good news is we got numbers, and I know what to do with those numbers. A white gem inside. I know where to go. And it was a good like Sadie, it was a really fun type of help too. Because technically you were wrong, but you got me thinking in the right direction. So you got to help and I still got the feeling of like actually figuring it out. And that's the best of both worlds. It's like it's group thinking. I mean, there is a stabby end of a crowbar, but that's not the end that we used. Hey, what's in here? Alright, I shouldn't linger that long. Well, I hope you all like the New York Mets because it's time to spend some time with Hedge Maze. That joke is for like 2 people in this chat, but if you know, you know. The walls of this hedge maze stretch high above as its paths twist and wind in various directions, and you'll probably get stabbed while you're in them. Wait a moment! Use the directions on the hedge maze. We didn't have to do a hedge maze! We just used the directions and then it was done immediately. This is the best hedge maze that has ever been in a video game or real life ever. That fucking rules. Hell yeah. There's a solitary statue ensconced among the hedge walls. A quiet stillness hangs in the air. Pay respects. F. Stone statue of a hooded figure stands solemnly alone at the center of the clearing. Look closer. I took it. And there's... What do we use the crossbow bolt on? Probably that. So... there's still a lot left unresolved here. Like, what the fuck is this motor for? Actually, you know something? Now that I think about it... oh, that's... Cut myself on a piece of rusty scrap metal. Well, I mean, fuck. If we weren't dead before... oh! Oh shit, yeah! Using your wrench, you remove the broken motor from the garage door mechanism, install the one from the lawnmower. And then it opens. And then you get in the car. This might be your only chance of getting out of here alive. Do you take it? Nah. Headshot! He screams and collapses to the ground. After making sure he's not moving, you search his body and find a rusted iron key. I know where to go with that. Oh, that's really... oh, I hate that. That's really ominous. Damn, I didn't even think about tipping it. I don't know. It was being held by, like, some sort of angelic statue. So I kind of felt like it was gonna do the job. Wires and ventilation ducts hang overhead in this dismal basement, doing little to relieve the sweet, pungent musk that permeates here. Let's look at things before we touch them. Mushrooms growing out of this. Fuck it! Kill it! What the fuck do you mean? The fungicide does nothing on the mushrooms. Well, give me this. Journal entry 17 is going to be some deranged shit. Light hurt, hide light, head hurt, more bumps on face, light hurt, bombs hurt. Doctor, drink more tea, feel bye wife, bye. What's in the dryer? An animal nest. Fuck. I feel like there is a gold ending where we get in the car and run the fuck away. Potentially. You don't have any fuses to replace the ones that burn out, and you don't really want to mess with the ones that haven't. That's fair. Old documents. Give me old documents. Nothing helpful. Fucking sick. What's in the washer? Smells. What's behind this heavily barricaded door? Let's hit the lever. Rusted in place, is it? Well, I do still have oil. Which, as we all know, dissolves rust. Pull the lever easily, but nothing happens. Looking at the broken wires, you wonder if the box needs power to work. Bruh. No, just stick it in the box. I don't care. Just like stab it a bit. So you're saying I gotta go around and fucking start finding fuses now? Is that what this is? Oh, hang on. There's more. Okay, that's out. So there is another door back here. The sliding lock. I'm locking the door at the top of the stairs. Okay. What? Oh! Oh, it's this door! Oh! That's not where I thought that would go. Touching the top wire gives you a small shock. If there's a way to connect the torn wires, you possibly power the box. Shove a gear in it. I would have actually been mad if that worked. I don't want to give up the crowbar, but... none of these ideas actually make sense. If it's the fucking spoon. Like, as compared to all of the other metallic things. Bar keeping the door seal won't budge. Goes into a metal box. Was it? Yeah. Oh. Oh, we just opened the fucking... okay, yeah. There we go. Now we use the gear. Yeah, there we go. Bam. Looking at broken wires, see power. I do wish I could, like, sort my items. Yeah, yeah, we gotta do both. You use the hacksaw on the wires, but nothing happens. Something really should have, though. You know, I had duct tape earlier, but I used it on this? Nothing useful, nothing helpful. You know, at least we probably don't have to worry about getting stabbed anymore. What we did is we fished the corpse over to the side of the pool with the improvised pool cue / hook apparatus here. And we got something off. I forget what exactly we got, but it was you know, something useful. Remember that time we lit a candelabra and all it did is show that there's bloodstains on the art in the back? And that literally did nothing? I mean, yeah, so we need something to, like, connect the wires, and I assume that's just an item that we just don't have at the moment. So I guess I just gotta go find whatever that item is. The TV. There's a couple of TVs that just kind of... Wouldn't be this one. Maybe we can screwdriver open the TV. Maybe we can wrench open the TV. Maybe we can crowbar open the TV. I mean, it is in a wooden box. How are things going here? Not much different. Yeah, the jukebox is a thing. I have no reason to believe that would work. I don't really have anything that passes as a coin. Earlier, I tried to use the gear as a coin. Yeah, it does really feel like we're in that point. Feels like we're in that point at the very end of this that, no reason to interact with that further. Nothing happens. That's ridiculous. That's not how vices work. The insignia ring. The steel key. Yeah. It was the T. So now we've essentially opened the entire map up. And it now falls to us to walk through everything in the whole game. Every room, every area, everything we've seen. And try to find the one thing we missed. Shit, couch changed. That idea's got some legs to it. I do think that I checked the couch earlier. So I'm not saying that's for sure it, but... Motherfucker. I did not check the couch earlier. I thought I checked the couch earlier. Not so. Oh, we got some ooh-ah here. A sheet of paper? That's not what I need to fix a wire? Wait, the piano? I mean, yeah, that's true. That is good news. Why would... I mean, okay. Assignment understood, but... Fine. No, not on the fucking door. I'm not convinced that would work. Hit the lever. Alright, we have pretty well used every damn thing in the inventory aside from the fungicide. So I'm going to go ahead and get the fungicide ready as we step through probably this last door. Well, that's not good. An entire room covered in various manifestations of pulsating fungi. Fucking kill it. You pour the fungicide onto the wall and it begins shaking violently, emitting a high-pitched sound. You run outside. And then the house is on fire. The nightmare is over. Then... we had 8 bad dreams while trapped in the Night Manor. I mean, literally, of course we're infected. I did not see if that was a gold or a cherry. It fucking better have been a cherry. Rear view would work. Oh yeah, I guess we did actually see ourselves. We did actually see ourselves in the rear view on the way there, too. Gold is getting in the car and booking it. So then Cherry is burning the mother down. I mean, it's like a fungal thing, so I'm gonna say that's the pulsing is probably that, yeah. Yeah, look, it's mushrooms. Bye.